Greetings, Shining Bulls and Shining Bears, and welcome to this, the 67th episode of the Crypto Astrology Podcast. Please note that financial astrology, similar to technical analysis, is not 100%. I, Maya Raghavan, am not an influencer. I am not a financial advisor. Rather, I am a financial astrologer, using the planetary positions as data inputs in my analysis of the probable nature of price movements. I do not make your decisions for you. Your decisions are up to you. Shining Bull content is here to stimulate your own thought process as you make your own decisions relating to your own finances for yourself and by yourself. Please do share my videos so more people can find out about Shining Bull. This is a different type of episode because tomorrow is eclipse. Typically, I just go about my work on an eclipse, and typically I don't speak on eclipses. However, this time I will do a little bit of the opposite. Before I continue, please do remember to get on the new, completely free and priceless, meaning of immeasurable value, Shining Bull Telegram channel for my ongoing crypto industry and financial predictions. The Shining Bull Telegram channel is like a sweet, healthy, and perhaps raw vegan treat with your cup of tea or coffee sweetened with unrefined sweeteners. You can find the link to join my channel in the description section below. Now, about the Earth plane this week. This week begins with a new moon in Purva Falguni Nakshatra. The new moon is exact in the very early morning, UTC, Tuesday. This is a good time to contemplate taking up a new type of spiritual study, such as mantra chanting, a new diet that gives you a higher form of energy, yoga, and so on. This new moon is also an eclipse because Sun and Moon are very close to Ketu, even though Ketu is not in sign with them. Now, this eclipse to me is a bit noteworthy, not so much because of the eclipse, but rather because of the planetary factors. By the way, did you know that the Sanskrit word for planet is graha, and the root of the word means to grasp, and this root is the same as the word gravity. The planets exert gravity upon us. Anyway, what's happening with the planets at the time of this new moon is what makes it a bit special. This new moon happens opposite Vakri or retrograding Saturn. Venus, who is debilitated in Virgo, is about to pass through Ketu, the one who is causing the eclipse. Meanwhile, the Lord of Virgo, Mercury, is passing through the Gandanta Avashlesha Nakshatra while still traveling through his previous retrograde zone. In the other Mercury-ruled sign is Mars. For this reason, this looks like volatile feelings and emotional frustrations. Anything that begins here will actually get a huge positive boost, but not right away. Instead, the boost only starts on Tuesday, September 10th, when Sun will then at that moment be out of opposition to Saturn, and Venus will be trining Devguru, Jupiter. Does this mean that everyone should stop doing their work until September 10th? No, not at all. Because if you don't do your work, then there is nothing for the planets to boost. However, the energy has to be extra streamlined because there are likely to be setbacks and also frustrations. So you have to stay on track and not become emotional. Regarding Bitcoin especially, this looks like only on September 10th or probably only on the 12th an upswing starts. Furthermore, a new and significant drop is likely, especially beginning this Thursday, September 5th, when Moon joins conjunct Venus and Ketu in Virgo. Generally, this week is more like a week to just keep your nose to the grindstone, which is an English phrasal verb that means to just do your work. Also, don't expect anything, and in fact, be prepared for annoying setbacks by having a clear plan of what you must get done. As I mentioned, starting next week, your rewards start coming in, and both Bitcoin and Ether start a nice climb. Please note that the Bitcoin by 2026, Bitcoin BTC 2024 predictions, ETH BTC 2024 predictions for the ratio, and Ethereum by 2026 books are available on ShiningBull.com. You may also be interested in ShiningBull ALTCOINS 2024, and experienced memecoin whale traders can check out memecoins with astrology. This week, that is all I will say. I plan to make a new trading series, and in fact, I intended this to start today, but Sunday I'm saying, but I think that the soonest I should put this out is Tuesday. Until then, if you want a head start and you are a trader, then check out my Jumpex affiliate code in the description section below. Please also read the disclaimer in the details section of this video below. Regarding news from the past week, which will impact the future of crypto and of civilization, please watch the Venus Crypto podcast, which I just put out, as it is really significant. Another thing I realized about that episode after I finished it is that I mentioned a new type of wrapped Bitcoin, which I predicted in 2022. And I realized that in fact Coinbase has mentioned creating a new CBBTC. So that's interesting in light of the recent development of autonomous AI payments on Base that I can tell you about, that I do tell you about in the Venus Crypto podcast, which I just released. Again, I would like to recommend that you do get on the Shining Bull Telegram channel so that you can review my prediction for what Bitcoin price is going to do from now until March of 2025. It's likely important to have a view on that right now, so please find the link to my Telegram channel in the description section below. And by the way, I'm not sure, but do what you want, but I keep, so if you're interested in the 2026 books, you may want to buy them before this year is over, because as I've mentioned, next year, my whole, how much things will cost is going to be different. Although I do have a plan to make it so that it's not too exclusive, by offering a few different modalities of ways of getting the information, but still, and I'm not sure what I'll do about those 2026 books, so basically, and it's not just that, it's that right now it could be really useful to have that information, so anyway, just letting you know, and I hope that we all have a very nice week, and I think that's all I have to say. I hope that you all stay healthy. I hope that you take extra good care of your digestive system and that you're nice to your AI. Venus is traveling with Ketu in Virgo. Ketu is AI, or generates AI. Venus is caring. Oh, and Virgo is the digestive system. And also, so that's just one thing. And then also just by the way, about astrology. If you hear the astrologers that we speak about, planets being debilitated, planets being weak, and then you think, or planets, especially that. And then you think, oh, but wait, I have that in my chart. Did you know that if you are a person with a debilitated planet, it actually means that what happens with those people is they put way more energy or effort into those aspects that debilitated planet is in charge of in their chart and in general. And then those people often become very successful, actually, because of that extra effort that they give. So don't ever see when we talk, don't ever, when the astrologer is saying something, then you shouldn't then look at if you have your chart, you have to realize it's not like just like that. Like, it's not like, oh, that means there's, I have some problem. It's not like that, actually. Actually, it's not at all like that, actually. So even if you have things that are, the astrologer says, and you think, oh, that means I have a kind of some, something up against me. Actually, it's not necessarily that. It actually a lot of times makes those people very successful. Furthermore, there's something you can look for of when the Lord of that sign is with that debilitated planet, or when the planet who is exalted in that sign is with the debilitated planet, then those people can be really very successful. Because when we say success in life, right, it doesn't mean doesn't mean like the person is Elon Musk. It means successful in their own life. Successful at life doesn't mean being a multi-billionaire. So necessarily, obviously. So those people have like another special thing, another special yoga or combination, right? That's giving them another boost. And then there's just so many ways that the person can have a special boost in life. Your Rashi chart, how it interacts with your Navamsha chart, your D10 chart. So was there anything else I was going to tell you? I'm not sure. There are a lot of different things. So you shouldn't take those things the wrong way if you're watching astrologers. And also the Indian astrologers can be the Vedic astrologers. It depends, right? But like, you don't get scared, because sometimes I think the way that some Vedic astrologers are putting the information out, it's because that's how it's put out traditionally, but it may scare some people also if you speak. So anyway, because the Indian astrology isn't so cuddly and it's very professional. It's not professional in the sense it's not. So it can seem more serious, and you shouldn't get scared. And if you see weird things, like, for example, the Indian astrologers, things like black magic and all these like scary things, then you don't really necessarily have to watch that stuff. And also, just take care of what you watch, so that you don't get scared unnecessarily about silly things. Life has to go on. So just like, you have to keep doing your work. You just have to keep living your life. And like I said, this eclipse also, it's not so much about the eclipse itself as I see it. It's more, typically I don't talk about eclipses, because they're so unpredictable. It's just, I don't see any point in even talking about them anyway, because but in this case, what I'm talking about more is the planets. So anyway, I wish us all the best of luck. I will see you next week.